Yo, what is up everyone? Tachi here. So, a little bit late. I am starting to get a little bit relieved. Thank you, whatever the fuck I happen to have gotten. But for now, we are going to go through most of what I missed, including some of the other updates. But first, we're going to go ahead and talk about the banner that came out just recently, which I believe is this one, Patient and Donor, which is going to be a 5-step up. And in terms of the weapons that it comes with, I think this is the page. The first weapon that is in here is a book, Intent of Langwar. It is going to be a support boon 1 with P defense and M defense to 1.5 targets. Now, I'm not 100% sure how many defensive related books there are, but I think this might not even, I don't think this is necessarily a very good book to really pull on right now, unless of course you have plenty of resources. I believe that there are probably going to be better books that you can just go ahead and pull on those instead. I think that's probably going to end up being smarter. Just save for those. I don't think this is that necessary to pull right now, being that it is just support boon 1 and it is just 1.5 target. Now, that being said, I don't know what the next banners are, but I do believe that one of the New Year's banners is a book. Although I will have to double check in a bit whether or not that book is going to be better or not. At the very least, the New Year's banner will end up being obviously limited in comparison to this book. The next weapon we're going to take a look at is going to be the bow, Intent of Depravity, which is going to be M debuff, Am attack debuff, yeah, and a self buff. Does have pretty decent M attack, 2300. That should put it towards the top end, I suppose. But personally, I would not really pull on something like this either. Especially, again, it is going to be a weapon that is always available to get luck-wise or whatever. The next one is going to be a sword with pretty good P attack. Again, it's like similar to the bow. It is going to be towards the top end. But it is going to have this this Dauntless Courage 2 here, which does help quite a lot. So this sword right here, if you are planning to eventually make a sword grid, which is pretty much just for farming as opposed to like a bow grid, both of them are pretty decent. If you are going to do that, that is a decent choice. Of course, there are already a lot of DC2 swords in the game. So if you are interested in making a primarily sword grid, this will be there for that. No reason not to get it. And then the final weapon we are going to look at is going to be Plume Violin, which is going to be P attack and M attack to 1.5 with Weapon Repair, which is also P attack and M attack. The weapon itself, with the meta being more even in terms of M attack and P attack, I do think that this instrument itself is actually not that bad. And obviously you guys can see here it has 2200 on each. That is more than enough on both attack stats for it to be a really good weapon stat stick wise. So personally, I do think that this weapon could be worth pulling on. Just for the fact as well that there are 2 classes here. And it is going to be a guaranteed SR on the step up. So personally, if I was a minstrel, I would probably end up pulling on this banner. But I'm not sure how much I would end up doing. Probably just 1 step. Now we are going to go into some of the other stuff that has come out. Obviously the most important one is probably going to be this one right here, which is the free 11x summon. It is going to be 11 summons and 8 times. And it does have most or all jobs, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think there's anything that's rate up specifically. We'll take a look. Yeah, I don't see anything rate up there, so just keep that in mind. You have a decent chance of getting anything. But most importantly, I believe I don't know exactly where it is, but you have to go into the page somewhere. I think it might be in notices or something, if you want to sign up to get the free prizes or the quote-unquote free prizes that they are giving out, which is going to be 10 Lenovo Tab P11 Pros, 5 SINoAlice grab bags, L size, whatever the hell that means, so I'm assuming it's like real life goodies, and then an SR version of the grab bag, which is 20 winners in total. Enter giveaway, you just hit that button and then go ahead and put in your entry. And that is going to be a daily thing, so do keep that in mind. The next thing that we are going to be talking about is the Cycling Conquest. Unfortunately, it is not the one I need, except unless the Special Conquest ends up being that, but It is going to be 3 conquests available at the exact same time, but you can only do the normal difficulty of them. So that means you can only really clear the calendar for the free orb thingy. And after that, there's not really much of a point in farming them at that point. So go ahead and finish it off for yourself, and then you have nothing else to do. We still don't know what the special conquest is, I think, or at least I don't. So yeah. Other than that, there's also some other things. There is going to be a shop edition right here where you can purchase, I've already got some of them, but you can purchase the crystals for, I guess it's like what, like double basically. And then after New Year's, there will be another double crystal as well. So if you are planning to spend, so if you're going to spend like 200, just buy like the $80 one and the $20 one, stop, and then spend the next 100 after New Year's, because that would give you the most efficiency in terms of crystal gain. Now, they also released a new pass, which I also ended up getting, which is actually, I believe it's slightly more efficient than buying the crystals even with the 2x. So it is going to be upfront crystals, as well as a handful of crystals every day, 30-day pass. So you do get it over time, which is fine, I suppose, for $12. So they do work in conjunction with the normal RUS. Now, this is new. I don't think this is actually a thing in JP, right? I don't think it was a thing in JP. I believe they do have another RUS there, but it's like called RUS Gold or something like that. And it has like its own special shop. I do hope that we eventually see that, because I do think there's some things in the shop I would kind of not mind having. Like Pure tickets, upgrade swords, twilight crystals, and dragon shackles. Personally, I only really care about the crystals and the dragon shackles. I don't really care about the rest of it. So yeah, please, can you guys use your purification tickets? They also increased the cap to 200, if you guys haven't noticed, which is great. So the supports who still haven't leveled, you have a perfect chance to do so. Just go ahead and farm some stuff. Other important things to note is that you guys are going to require downloading manually, of course, the version 6.0 update. You're going to have to go directly to the Play Store and just update the game. If you happen to not be able to log on, that is probably why. And come January, after Project Fusion, which should be towards the end of January, probably after GC, go ahead and update it to version 7.0, because the merge will happen and it will require version 7 to run. And a couple of other things. There's 2 more important things as well that we should get over with. And that is going to be the Royal Creator Program, which is going to start in January. We don't know exactly what is going to be in there, but basically it is for content creators. If you happen to make content, I don't know what content means in this case, probably videos, streams, maybe fan art, cosplay. If you do anything like that and you share it around, you would get some sort of reward. We don't know what the rewards are, but typically in most games, the reward is crystal. So great, I suppose. And then the final thing that we are going to talk about is going to be the international classes. There's not really much to talk about them yet. These are new classes. They are not available in JP. We don't know anything about them, but they did say the characters, our characters, will don outfits from across the globe. So there should be more than 2, but thus far the only ones they've shown is Kaguya and Alice. And I don't know what the Kaguya one is, but Alice is very clearly Chinese focused because she's wearing a kipao. So there's that. Anyhow, that is going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you found it informative, hit the like button, subscribe if you guys want to see future videos. But for now though, I am out. Have a nice day.